Lights, camera, action. It's the Andy Thussy radio show. I'm Admin F. Joining me today is none other than Maya Thussy Darren, also known as Admin Leftix.
Fellow true crab. I'm just some kid.
What was that? Can you speak up a little bit, Maya?
Yeah, fellow true crab. And also just some kid.
We have something about crabs on our list today of things to talk about. I have written down imitation crab versus true crab, what they teach you in film school. But we'll probably get to that a little bit later. You know, we were supposed to have an Andy Thussy radio show not yesterday, 2 weeks ago. But you know, Admin F, their face broke out. My face broke out. I was feeling disgusting and gross. I was like, you know what? I called the producers, talked to the programmer, and I said, listen, we can't do this show because I'm not feeling pretty. So we had to put it off. So I'm sorry
it was
about
horrendous. Yeah, we couldn't do it.
We really had to save face.
I literally save face. But we got a couple things to talk about today. The culture of commentary, imitation crab versus true crab. And before we were going live, the Maya Thussy Darren and the programmer were like talking about the presidents or something. I don't know. I don't know what that was all about, but maybe we'll get a history lesson.
We're trying to get Richard Nixon. Your agents called. They wanted Richard Nixon on
the Andy Thussy radio show.
Richard Nixon's supposed to make an appearance. I'm working real hard to get them.
Oh my gosh. How many people we got watching right now?
A couple. A rat's pack.
A rat's pack? Well, shout outs to the rat's pack that's here watching. I guess we'll kick it. If you want to call in, please DM any of us on Instagram, Maya Thussy Darren, Andy Thussy Warhol, or Ascend Network, for our various followers who are here for various reasons. I think we should kick it off with the culture of. Well, did you have something to say, Maya? Sorry.
I was just gonna say that, if you have something that you want us to deliberate and discuss whether it is true crab or not, DM us. You don't even need to know what that means. It's just
we could have debates on things that are true crab and things that aren't. That's
right. I think that participation, we can guide you. We can sniff out what is true crab and what is imitation crab.
That's right. We're the aficionados of everything Thussy and everything crab here on the Thussy radio show. I just want to thank Maya for being here. It's a big deal, and the programmer as always. We're having fun today. All right, so I want to kick it off with this thing I've seen in a couple memes, and a lot of people are talking about the culture of commentary we find ourselves in. Does it ever feel like people aren't listening to you when you're in the DMs or the group chats? Does it ever feel like you're just screaming into a void and then you can still get criticized? I don't know. You maybe you feel what we're picking up, what we're throwing down here. Maybe you don't, but Maya, you look like you want to say something.
I was just really admiring your choice of words. I couldn't have said it better myself, Admin F.
Wow. Wow, thank you.
I recently released a work on my Instagram. It was about the comment section. It was actually a letter, a DM from Derry Magdalene about comment sections, and I was just thinking the idea of commentary almost sounds like it's the realm in which comments lie. We were taught, and actually in the comments of the post about Derry, that was just a shot of Derry Magdalene's comment about comments, the comment section of that post was rife with discussion, commentary, hot takes. So I think that I've actually accidentally studied up for this topic. That's all. I'm excited. I don't know if you. This is my excited.
You're studied up for this?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we actually, you and me, we off the air, we talked about this a little bit, right, Maya? You know, we're caught in this this wave or sea of opinions and ideas, and most people are very hard set in believing what they believe is correct, even though a lot of people in these meme Instagram philosophical political realms are like, they want to deconstruct reality, but then when they come to their deconstruction of it, it's like, that is it, you know? It's like,
right. And you know, I agree. You can't claim that the concrete concepts in the concrete built world are, you know, invalid and just you know, a fathom of our imagination, and then spin a tale for me that is completely constructed by yours. You know, how am I to take you seriously? I think that's
you're a freaking jokester. You're not, and you're not to say that you're the Joker. No, you're not cool. You're a jokester.
Right. Like the song goes, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. One time I was listening to that song and my mother was nearby me, and she turned to me and she said, "You're all three."
Wow. Big words from Mrs. Maya Thussy Darren.
Yes. Maya Thussy Darren
Senior, yes.
Where's Junior? Oh, we have a caller. We have a caller.
We have a caller.
Ask. All right.
Let's have him in.
I'm Joker Junior, motherfuckers.
You brought your family. This background, this family photo, this portrait.
Can we see can we see our guest on the stream?
Put it back, David. David.
Who's David?
David. Literally, your name's on the screen. Jeez.
No, wait, no, it's not. It actually isn't on the screen.
It
literally is not on the screen. Wait, hold on. Programmer aside. Wait, programmer aside. It's not on the screen because it's okay. There's the Zoom call and there's the stream. You're just doxing me. There's no information. This is fucked.
Oh.
Literally, David is gaslighting.
Oh.
Stop. Maya Thussy Darren.
Harley, is that your name? Welcome.
Oh shit, my name. Oh god. David, put it back on. David, I'm serious.
Oh my god. We're having a deconstruction in the world.
Your disembodied voice. What do you mean put it back on? There's nothing to put back on.
We have DJ. We had DJ Proxy in, but I'm serious. We did, and your name wasn't on the stream. That's the thing, Maya. We shouldn't say people's names.
All right. Well,
we're not trying to dox anyone, so that was our bad. Your name wasn't on the stream, but when you're in the call, you get to see everyone's name. So sorry about that.
Introduce yourself when you come on, so I know what not to call you, or you know what I mean.
I was trying to get in there and sort that out, but you know, we'll have another caller hopefully. Okay, we have that guest back on, and we're gonna have an official intro with them and let them
introduce yourself.
Hello, guest.
Hello, guest. Hold on, I'm getting a lot of feedback right now. So fucking dumb. Okay. Introducing myself. Let's see. I am a woman of power. I'm going many places. I'm in my jet plane. I actually had a dream that I had an orgy with DJ Khaled, and every time someone came in the room, he said, "Another one." I'm not even joking.
That's honestly true crab.
Yeah, real shit.
That's a true crab moment.
That's a true crab moment.
What?
Exactly.
We're gonna be talking about the difference between imitation crab and a true crab.
Should I introduce crab theory, or should we just let it unfold?
Well, I want the guest to guess. What do you want us to call you?
Yeah.
Molly.
We got Molly here on the Andy Thussy radio show. A known Thussy associate. Was featured in Andy Thussy Fight Night 9, I believe.
I think. I don't know. I lost track. I gotta put on my swag.
We're gonna have swag put on here. And I don't know if the viewers can see our guest or not. Programmer, can they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The jet plane's flying.
The jet plane is flying.
Without a driver.
Without
a driver. Yeah. I think something. This happened before. I think it was pretty bad the last time this happened, right?
Oh my goodness. You know, I want to say real quick that me and Maya Thussy, Darren, and the programmer are not here to prove anything or push any agenda.
No.
And that's what needs to be on people's minds. You're never going to prove anything to anyone on the internet. You're just spending your time.
There were no crabs on the plane to New York.
Of course not. That's not a true crab move. I don't endorse hijacking any kind of vehicle.
Oh yeah.
They don't let me on airplanes anymore.
We got Admin F original, I believe.
I had Tor on my phone.
You what?
I had Tor on my phone.
Tor?
Going on the deep web. That's a made-up story. I'm not actually that cool. But this is like real swag.
That's real swag. Hand painted by me, Admin F. Yeah. Special for Andy Thussy Fight Night 9. You know what? I think this might be an okay time to play the little jackass supercut I made for Andy Thussy Fight Night. Is that who I think it is?
No.
Can I dox you?
Yeah.
We got Azure on here.
I'm being doxxed. Oh my god.
A free meeting?
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh no. Wait,
no.
Okay. I have to. That's cringe.
We have 10 minutes left.
Okay, no, we're just going to rebuild the meeting. This is perfect. The stream will live. We'll rebuild the meeting. We can do it. We can rebuild the meeting. Okay, wait, it's perfect. It's perfect. All right, this is actually brilliant. It's a decentralized Zoom platform. I've been pushing this for fucking years, Andy, and you wouldn't let me do it. The decentralized Zoom meeting. All right, let's. All right, we're gonna throw it to a skit, and then we're gonna recreate the meeting.
So, are we gonna play the Andy Thussy Fight Night Supercut now?
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know what Andy Thussy Fight Night is, I made a little supercut to a well-known song. Many of you should know. Should be great. I hope you enjoy it.
Swag.
The greatest hits of Andy Thussy Fight Night, if you will.
See you soon.
Andy Thussy Fight Night.
Yo, the crowd is dancing across. Hello, there we were. Oh. The crowd is dancing across.
What's up, Thussy Maniacs? It's Admin F here. I'm not gonna lie, we're having a couple technical difficulties, but you know what? We're rocking in the free world, and we're. I don't know why I said that, but we're doing what we do here. We're improvising.
What does the free world mean to you, Admin F?
The free world.
Yeah, with the free world as an admin, you know.
I wish I knew what the free world was. I think it's an abstract idea, you know. It's not like some of these it's like a apparition or a ghost that you can't capture. It's like you know, I don't know. I really don't know how to define the free world. Maybe Maya Thussy Darren has an opinion or two about what the free world might be.
That's a complicated question. I would say if we're going to talk about what freedom act, like people who have the privilege to feel like they are free to, you know, whatever, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it's a very small percentage. I think that's what the free world, but I think the free world, maybe in a different sense, you could say, is those who have released their mind from the shackles of the Anthropocene.
The Anthropocene. I need to
looked
know how to
out.
spell that.
Yeah, it's harder than you think as well. It's not what you would think.
Can we get a spelling on that?
ANTHROP POCENE.
That's kind of how I would have guessed to spell it.
But I thought there was going to be an S, but there is not. But I would say the free world is maybe the last parts of nature that can exist in a natural sense without their lives being totally dependent or disrupted or destroyed by human activity in the Holocene. That might be the free world.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's basically there's no place untouched. So is there even a free world?
I think there might not be. I kind of agree with you there. Listen, programmer, what video did the viewers just see?
They saw the intro twice and 1.5 of the compilation.
Oh, nice. So I hope y'all enjoyed the Andy Thussy Jackass Supercut. It's some of the greatest bumps from Andy Thussy Fight Night. I really wanted to ask Proxy and Azure about the culture of commentary to see if they had anything to say. But if anyone wants to call in, DM us on Andy Thussy Warhol 404 or Maya Thussy Darren or Ascend Network. We'll get you into the show. You can call in too, and you won't be doxxed or anything, I swear. Because we're only putting people on the stream that want to be on the stream. You'll be like outside the stream. We got it worked out, promise. This might be a good time, with that video edit I just did. It kind of goes into what me and Maya Thussy Darren were talking about the other day. I know Maya Thussy Darren probably didn't see the video even that we just played.
I saw it. I watched. I'm a loyal a loyal viewer of and witness to and participant in Andy Thussy Fight Night and its many refractions.
Well, basically, what the viewers just saw was a supercut of the biggest bumps and biggest hits from Andy Thussy Fight Night, edited to the Jackass music, which I hope you're familiar with the Jackass music. It's actually Corona by Minutemen. I swear to God, the name of the song is Corona. It's really weird that the Jackass movie came out recently, but maybe that's some theory for some you unhinged people to go after. I don't know. But what we were talking about, what me and Maya, Thussy, Darren were talking about the other day, which I brought up earlier, is what they teach you in film school.
Yeah.
You know, this might be a new thing in the Andy Thussy radio show. Maybe I'll tell you all the things they teach you in film school. But one of them is they tell you that when you're editing a scene, you should never edit to music. You should always, like, the classical traditional way of being like a master filmmaker is to edit the scene and then find the music or make the music that's perfect for the scene. But, you know, in the postmodern world of art and media, we all know that that's bullshit. Anyone who has half of a observation tank in them, the observation tank, that's your brain. You got half of that, you know that some people just put the music in and they edit to the music, especially, well, where did we get to where we ended the other day, Maya? How did we start?
Well, I think we were talking about like if it's a duality thing, if it's one or the other, which is better, or like which is true, because film school, they like to teach you a lot of subjective opinions about an art form as if they are facts. They are absolute truths, universal. And so they'll say things like, everyone knows that's not the right, that's terrible, that's insured to ruin you. And you're like, okay, but actually, film is art and you can do whatever the fuck you want. So if it works, it works. And we were discussing though, like, where's the balance of that, of what we think, of what we find to be quality when we, you know, the media that we ingest and participate with and relate to. And there's this balance of if you put in music that if you can afford to have someone compose music to your work, then don't put any music in, because if you do, you'll become enamored with it, dare I say obsessed, and then the whole scene, you actually are cutting to music in a lot of ways, because the whole scene is carried by in some ways music is considered a crutch in traditional narrative film because it just tells you how to feel, whereas a scene that is quiet allows you to feel however you're feeling, based on what you're perceiving to some degree. You're also being influenced in other ways, but we were also saying that if you already know what song is playing in your head when you're writing a scene, or you're, you know, when you're planning out its rhythm, then just cut it to the song. Who fucking cares, you know? But I think that music can be used as almost a reason to not have to learn rhythm out instinctually.
Well,
outside.
so Maya, me and Maya talk a lot because we're friends IRL and on the internet, and we got into this discussion and we brought up a lot of different things, like who's that Italian spaghetti western guy, Morricone?
Bob Fillinger?
You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, the good, the bad, the Morricone. Is that how you say? I don't know.
Yeah, we need an Italian in the chat.
We need Italian in the chat.
Yeah, I got one. I got an Italian.
But
just sitting on my bed. It's very nice. He's a nice boy, this Italian. I'm just looking at him from my programming office. He just sits there, just strokes himself. I may have said too much.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no,
Oof.
I mean, if you go in a museum, that's what's happening in Italy, right? It's just naked men lounging. It's paintings. That's all you see.
Yeah, I tell people my room is the Guggenheim.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Anyway, we're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and those the Dollar Trilogy movies. I fucking love those movies so much. But Maya told me something I didn't know. I don't really know that much about those movies. I love them. I never really read much about them. Maya tells me that when Sergio Leone, the director of those movies, worked with Morricone, they'd what tell me what you told me. Come on, I'm not gonna
Well, I heard this from an Italian who saw a movie all about his life, and this
So this
Italian
is like
is
a fourth-hand account,
trained.
basically.
Yeah. Well, this is a classically trained musician. This is our consultant, uh, the Thussy family consultant,
Music
and
consultant.
told me that he would often, the director would come to him and say, all right, these are this is some music that I like. This is how I want it to feel. This is the concept. And then would be like, all right, I'll see you when the movie's done and when you're done with your music. And then they wouldn't see each other again until the music was finished with composing. And then would often use that music to, or I can't remember if I'm very inaccurate. You shouldn't never quote, always fact check.
Oh my gosh. You got a
Always
fact
fact
check.
check.
Maybe we're just spewing disinformation.
Right.
Maybe this is just performance art. I don't know.
No. But it's either I don't know whether I think he may have made the music before the movie was ever shot. But I think that he would be writing the movie while the music was being written, So it was like they would influence each other rather than the score being ready after all of the pictures come in from shooting. I think that it was
So
kind of reverse.
for anyone who doesn't know how it usually works in the classical way it works is that you would edit a scene and then you would find temp music to put over it maybe, or you would bring the scene to a composer and try to get the music made after the scene is edited, right?
Honestly, what a professor would say would be a good director will have or a good editor will have their own sense of pacing and their own rhythm, and they'll know in the scene and in the structure of the scene and the building of the energy, and to complement the performance and to complement the script, they will know how to. It's almost like taking the script and having to apply time to it, like the linearity of time and footage to it. And so a good director and a good composer will have their own sense of rhythm, and they won't need any audio necessarily. Hopefully you'll know what they're synced like dialogue, but you don't necessarily need any of like the sound effects or anything. It's just based on like some cutting you do have to do with no sound at all, but essentially you should have a good visual sense of rhythm, so you shouldn't need the music. Like that's the traditional like critique. And so then you would take that to your composer, and the composer would say, oh, I see the rhythm of this scene, and now I shall compose music to complement the rhythm that is already present.
And
Yeah.
what a process.
Yeah.
It would take all the time to do that.
Great book if you want to know all the basic bullshit about how movies were once made. The classic golden years of Hollywood. Sidney Lumet's Making Movies. That's all it's called, and it's considered, it's very accessible, very interesting. I respect it, honestly.
We'll have to add that to the Thussy essential reading list.
Yeah.
Do you think how should I phrase this? What's the most true crab way of going about the score editing and scoring your film? Or is there's probably multiple true crab ways?
There's multiple
sure.
ways. Right. There's definitely like there is no singularity of true crab. I think that anyone who is honestly the truest crab of all editors, if you haven't seen Raging Bull, it's a female editor. And that film is beautiful to look at. You don't even need sound. It is edited in such a, I am mesmerized. She's a true crab. I don't know anyone's names though, so I couldn't tell you who this person is, but
Oh my gosh. Well, look it up. The editor of Raging Bull, and you'll
yeah,
find the answer to Maya Thussy secret
yeah.
decoder
Bring it
pins.
to me
We'll
It
as
was
send them
a
out.
Jimmy
reviewer.
Fallon edited that. Jimmy Fallon.
That we've got the
Have to
fact
be
checked from the programmer. It was Jimmy Fallon, everyone. Wow.
Wow.
Um I really like what Maya said about, well, again, this is off the air, but Maya informed me also when it comes to like all these mostly superhero movies and a lot of the big blockbuster movies with all these like really bad scores, the like music that just sounds like it's like
It's
just in a
pushing.
million other movies.
It's like the hands of the directors and the producers are grabbing your head and making you look the ways you're supposed to, and like titillating your tear ducts so that you cry on cue. It's fucking lame.
But how
Imitation
does
crab.
imitation crab for sure? But how does that music come to be? And Maya Thussy Darren told me that these directors supposedly like aren't good at visualizing like rough draft cuts or whatever. What do they call the rough draft cuts? Like
Draft, I guess. Like
draft. I
cuts,
thought
just
there was a
cuts.
name
The rough
cuts. Yeah,
cuts.
when they
Rough
watch the
cuts.
early cuts, they're like far from the finished version, before they put CGI in sometimes or other bullshit.
Right.
They have to put in, some of these directors, they can't watch the scene silently, so they need to put in temp music. And then they keep watching these scenes over and over again as the edits go, and they have this temp music and it gets like brainwashed in their head, and then they just have the composers make this music that is a lot just like this like stock temp music that's used in a bunch of other rough cuts. That's what they're called, the rough cuts of other stuff. It's really wild. It makes it, there's a lot of imitation crabbing going on, I would say, in bit.
Right. And it really is that is a perfect representation of imitation crab moves. That's imitation crab theory in action right there. It's derivative. That music. And what's unfortunate too is that like they have this amazing composer. They get amazing composers too. And then the composer's just like reading this
They're
other
just
guy's
on
music.
autopilot.
Right. Just what the most imitation crab move is to just film your musical like it's just a normal movie and have weird click tracks like the guy who made Les Mis, and then Cats. The poor bass, like those movies were like but the poor fucking musicians, the way that they were forced to work with these actors the actors are A-list, so none of them want to like it's a lot of work and time and effort theater requires, because you have to know it all by heart, and you need to know all of it all by heart. It's not like learn this scene, shoot that scene, learn the next scene, shoot that scene. Like you need to know it all, and you need to know every step you're going to take. You need to know every like note that plays in order for it all to come together. But like Anne Hathaway, it's not, and Hugh Jackman, they're not going to spend all this extra time learning how to sing the songs. They just want their Oscar. And so instead they had to do this crazy like ass backwards. Like the actors could just sing at whatever pace they wanted. So at the end, when they had to do the final score, you can watch these videos, the behind the scenes of these people trying to like conduct to these like actors just sing reciting, but kind of in a sing-songy voice, and they have to like put music behind it, and it's just like there's no rhythm in those movies, like because there can't be, because it's like there's no underlying rhythm and it's all so it's interesting. Like, I think music, bringing it back to like I guess cutting and music, like musicals are a very interesting case study in that.
I've never thought about that. I have to be honest, I haven't seen either of those movies.
You don't need to. They're not good musicals.
I'm not a there's only a couple musicals I really like.
What are they?
I like Singing in the Rain. That's a good one. The Producers is funny.
I haven't seen The Producers.
The Producers is good, I think.
I have it on DVD. I just never watched
It's pretty edgy, or not. It's edgy for its time. I feel like, you know, it's like it's Mel Brooks. You know, it's he was edgy for his time. He was like, you know, doing flavorful stuff, if you will. I don't know.
Oh, we've got a caller.
We have a caller.
Dox me. Oh, heck yeah.
Oh no. All right, let's see if it happens.
That's the name of the caller. Hello, caller. Oh wait, we're connecting to the audio still. My bad, everyone.
They're a shy caller.
We're
We're just so happy to have you.
We've got a caller named Dox Me here. Their audio is off, I think.
Ask to unmute.
You got to unmute, and what's going on?
Not much.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome to the show. What do you want us to call you? Dox Me? Is that your name? All right, Dox Me. How's it going tonight?
It's going pretty good.
How'd you find out about the Andy Thussy radio show?
I hacked into your central server.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's too true though. Programmer, you better watch out for you better watch your bank accounts and all the different passwords for all the Instagram
it's all the same. I have the one password. All the Instagram meme accounts are the same password. I can confirm that.
Oh my
I have
god.
control of them all now.
Holy shit.
That's why that's the real tip is you never become important enough for someone to want to hack you. If you got nothing, when they look in there, they're gonna see there's nothing, you know, and then they can't take nothing.
Hey caller, what's your password?
My password is fuck off. Like a heart and a hug.
Damn.
Wow.
All right. So you have any hot takes on your mind? Anything that we're talking about that is slightly interesting at all, or are you just
Yeah, I really don't.
That's all right. Well, you know what? Maybe this would be a good time to have another video break. What do you think, programmer? Do you think we could have another video break? Do we have the time for it?
Yeah, we have 15 minutes?
Yeah.
What do you want to watch?
I think we should play.
Ask the caller. Let's see. Give two options, and the caller can pick.
Well, the thing is, we already played. Maybe we'll play Cyber Boys, but we played it last week. I didn't give it a good intro, or not last week, last month. I didn't give it a good intro. I don't know if I want to play it back to back. Like it might.
Right.
I think we should play it back to back.
Yeah,
do it again.
You don't want to watch the Andy Thussy Fight Night official press release from Fight Night 6.
Maybe I do.
I mean, you won't get to watch it because you're in the call right now.
I love a host who knows how to control the guest.
But I think we should watch the official press release for Andy Thussy Fight Night 6.
Yeah.
Because it's on everyone. It's on YouTube. If you just search on YouTube Andy Thussy Warhol, the Andy Thussy Fight Nights will come up. I have the first 8 of them uploaded on YouTube. Full performances, pretty crazy shit. And then some other extra bits in there, and you could find a playlist and something extra bad enough goodies. But what do you think? You all ready for the press release video to drop? It already dropped, but it's not online right now because
The
we
redrop.
lost the redrop because we lost Andy Thussy Warhol too. Rip Andy Thussy
If anyone wants to call into the show, just DM Andy Thussy Warhol 404, Maya Thussy Darren, or what is it? Ascendant order.
Ascendant.
I'm
Alright,
dyslexic and also I can't read.
Same.
So.
All right, let's watch a video then. Press vid.
Andy, you are a king. The thing is, I want to say that Andy Thussy Warhol is a collective project. I am simply the actor who gets to do the fun parts. But there's a lot of people behind Andy Thussy Warhol. I'm just one of the admin Fs of Andy Thussy Warhol. But people want to say I'm an industry plant. People want to say I'm a trust fund baby. All these haters want to say, oh, look at that white boy. I'm not even a fucking boy. Think about that. It was great to leave a skid mark on New York City. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little itty bitty kid. I thought, New York, that's where I need to be. That's where my name needs to be, up on the big fucking Broadway fucking built things with the letters and shit. Who doesn't want to see a white AMAB get fucking rocked on concrete? Who doesn't want to see that?
Funny stuff happening off the air at the Andy Thussy radio show. I wish you could hear it when you're not being heard or whatever.
The most entertaining part of the show happens when we're off.
Between the scenes, honestly.
Well, that's the whole
We're
point.
actually
It's to show
watching you through your phone camera.
This is actually the least entertaining hour of my day. It's really good when the host laughs at their own joke. So I'm gonna give the guest Dox Me. That's their name, folks. Dox Me. One word. Don't wear it out. I'm gonna give them an option. Are we gonna talk about the ethics of stealing or anglerfish?
The ethics of stealing fish from the aquarium.
Yeah, we could do that.
I don't know anything about aquariums. I don't think.
What's up with the fish in the aquarium? Did they want to be there?
Can I?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Actually, this deep sea footage that I was watching in these expeditions, they found this really cool weird fish that was living at they didn't know that fish could live at like these deepest parts of this trench. They were like, oh, only things that have exoskeletons can survive the pressure. Then they found this one weird fish and they were like, whoa, amazing. And they saw more. And then they were like, good, we'll go back down and we're gonna get them. So then they made a bunch of traps and then got a bunch of the fish so they could bring them up and then study them. But then they all died. And I was like, I don't know about that. Like, why can't you just observe them? And because when you bring them up, they can't live at lower pressures. They're very specialized. And so then when you bring them, when they pull up the traps, they just die on resurface. And then, they just have dead creatures that they are studying. So what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, so I'm wondering why we don't use deep sea charges. I don't know about deep sea fish.
Deep sea charges?
Yeah, like landmines only for the water.
Oh, I see.
You're saying we should kill more fish. Am I correct?
I mean, I don't know if it's something that we should be doing, but it's happening every day.
Oh! I thought you were championing. I was like,
holy crap! Look, there's a video on Instagram right now of the live of the stream. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know which way it's. Oh, here we go. That's the right way. You can see
that's how I'm looking at it.
That's you can see this on multiple screens all at the same time. There's multiple people watching this on multiple screens at the same time. That gets us into a real real good topic for Maya, Thussy Darren. The ways of seeing. My John Berger. Maya Thussy Darren introduced me to that series last night, and it's a banger, everyone. If you're into the modern state of images way before its time, you can just apply it to, you'll see. Just look up what I just said. Ways of Seeing by John Berger.
Ways of Seeing by John Berger. You don't need to know anything else except the fact you have to imagine that you are an old stuffy English couple sitting on your sofa in 1978. Yeah, that's how you should look at it, because I think it's much more entertaining. You can imagine their shock and their horror and their mind being bent into these pretzels. But back to anglerfish.
I don't know anything about anglerfish, so.
Okay, well, the fish I was talking about were actually called snailfish. And they're fucking terrifying. And they think that they're blind because their eyes look very fogged over and such, so they don't think that they actually use them. Instead, they use these weird pores on their face to sense things, because it's so like quiet and still and almost deserted at the bottom of the ocean. And it's so dark that you can't see anything. There's a lot of creatures that have bioluminescence, one of them of which, actually, anglerfish are not bioluminescent inherently. They have to, their little thing that their lure is it collects up bioluminescent bacteria. So it's just like in the scene in Shrek when Fiona makes Shrek a cotton candy out of spider web. It's kind of like that. But instead it's capturing and like kind of cotton candying all these bioluminescent bacteria, and that's what it uses to lure in its prey, because they're like, ooh, delicious bacteria, and tiny crustaceans, and then they've got these giant mouths that are like always agape, just in case something floats into them. Yeah.
My goodness.
And the best part is only the female anglerfish are that giant terrifying creature. The male anglerfish are actually really tiny. They're itty bitty, and then when they find a female anglerfish to mate with, they bite her in the ass and then fuse their body into, and then basically like that's how they package their genetic material, and the male anglerfish is then like slowly absorbed and becomes basically a parasite or like a tumor that grows off of the female anglerfish. And then it just basically becomes like her sperm bank, just to keep it there in case when she's ready to have eggs. Like then he just ceases to exist. He actually his body breaks down and is no longer a living creature of its own accord. Yeah. So happy Women's History Month.
Holy cow. As Jeff Goldblum said in the great Jurassic Park, life will find a way.
Right, life finds a way.
Yeah, finds a way, whatever.
Right.
But
that's all I know.
Did y'all ever wonder where who the real Andy of Andy Thussy Warhol is?
Is it Andy from Toy Story?
Nope. Guess again.
Is it? Are you saying where did Andy come from?
Who is Andy of Andy Thussy Warhol? Because I'm admin up. Everyone knows that.
Right. I don't know. Could I read about it somewhere?
I don't know, but I can show you. That's
awesome.
Raggedy Andy Thussy Warhol. So, hello, folks. Hello. And you got anything else to say, Andy? Tomorrow night, Andy Thussy Fight Night special. live on Instagram Live on Andy Thussy Warhol 404.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Richard
Andy's
Nixon
tired.
looks rough.
This is Andy. This is the real Andy. But listen, we're gonna have a special Andy Thussy Fight Night event tomorrow night on Instagram on the Andy Thussy Warhol page.
Whoa!
It's not gonna be a fight night, but it is gonna be an appearance by Badman F.
Wow.
So I hope y'all are ready for that. Do we have any programmer? Do we have any hot comments in the stream? Like people can comment on the Twitch, right?
Yeah.
We got anything hot going on? You got any
They're
hot
locked
comments to
in.
read?
No, they're watching. I'm watching them watching. They're really invested in the anglerfish.
Do we have any comments? Like, can people comment under the Twitch stream? I don't have it open.
Yeah, they can. I think people are just watching.
They're just
it's a
vibing,
big
that's
vibe.
fine.
Yeah,
Well, if
you
anyone
created a
wants-
vibe zone.
If anyone
yeah.
wanted to drop anything, we'll just read it on the air. Or
It's true. I've gone on to random Twitch streams and just the tail end of whatever they were saying, I would be like, that's relatable, and I would say something that I felt was clever. And then they would read it aloud and hopefully laugh, most often, yes. And then I have taken over their stream a little bit. So if you wanna,
There
We
you
have
know,
one. We
take
have
over
one.
there we go.
we have a comment.
Who is more well spoken, Maya or Egg?
Definitely Maya Thussy Darren, I'm gonna say, is my vote.
Yeah, I'd have to second that one.
Oh, wow.
I was
Thank
gonna
you.
before we got that comment. It's funny because I got some of these ideas on the culture of commentary from Egg, actually, and some other people too who are also talking about it and posting about it. But there's Pee-wee Hermeneutics, or I don't know how you fucking say that name, but they're pretty cool. They were posting about that. But the thing is,
That's a great.
you know, maybe no one wanted to comment because they didn't want to be part of the culture of commentary. So, you know,
Oh, right. We
you know,
were
maybe
just
we
critiquing
set them
earlier.
right. All
Right.
right. But
Maybe
you
it's
know,
time to strike.
maybe it's time to strike. Maybe it's time to wrap it up for the night. You know, everyone's had a long day here at the Sea traveling circus verse thing. So, you
You
know,
gotta pack up the tent, you know, and it's starting to get dark out, and you know, you never like to pack up a tent in the dark. It starts to get moist, and there's mosquitoes, and you know.
so thank you everyone for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully you can DM us about stuff you want us to talk about or whatever. We're always online.
You want to do
Sort of.
Cyber Boys?
Oh, okay.
With
Well,
a proper introduction?
all right. We'll
Yeah,
play it
yeah.
back to back. All right, everyone. This is a video. We played it last time, but I wanted to play it again. Well, we're gonna play it again, and it's by our friends, admins A, admins B, and admin G at Andy Thussy Warhol, and it's a great project. You might have seen it before. Who knows? You might know who they really are, but it's a good one. It's called Cyber Boys, and it's gonna play soon. I hope.
Right now. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah, boys, we're definitely going to get workers' comp. Woo! Oh no, the boss is coming. It's not really what it looks like.
I think it is exactly what it looks like. You three are trying to dunk yourselves into my lava. The last guy I gave workers' comp to became a billionaire. You think I'm gonna make that mistake again 4 more times?
3 more times, you idiot.
Well, maybe you could afford to pass if you weren't paying for that studio audience. You don't talk about them.
Help!
No, no, no. not cyber mouse.
He's Mac at it again with the utterly unbelievable cheese copter.
Are you guys okay, so?
Yeah.
Asiago, cat.
Wait. What about workers' comp?
You don't even work here full time. Doc, I got him.
Bring them to me.